Welcome to my speed game. Today we're playing The Legend of Zelda, A Link to the Past. It was on the Super Nintendo in 91 or something. Anyway, we're gonna play Triforce Hunt today. It's a game mode in A Link to the Past. We're playing the Big Key, which is a famous item from Ocarina of Time. We also got the Hook Shot, which is a great item in Ocarina of Time. Once we get 20 Triforce pieces, the seed is over and we win. Alright, this part's a little slow, so I'm gonna speed it up. Okay. We're gonna go in this cave. I think there's a Triforce piece in here. There's not, there's just a door. Okay. I'm gonna jump in the water because there was no Triforce piece in there. We're gonna fall down in this pit. There's some money in here. I'm gonna speed this part up because it's a little slow. Alright. I think I live here, I don't know. Anyway, we're gonna save quick because it's faster. Alright, this part's a little slow, so I'm gonna keep it sped up, but we're gonna go to, this quadrant in the north part of the map. Supposed to be some items up here or something, I don't know. We got hit. That does damage to you in this game. I better see what's in here, because I might need to come back for it later. Wow, it's bombs. I probably should come back for that later. Alright, this part's hard, so I'm gonna have to slow down again. Okay. We're gonna play the treasure chest game to get some money. Alright, I found a great trick is to just open the same chest a bunch of times until you get it. Okay, we got it. See, now we got way more money that we can spend. I usually do this like twice, because King Zora costs like 200 rupees plus 300. So I mean, it's nice to get a couple 300, so we're gonna do the same trick we did last time. Alright, we got it on the second try. I've been practicing that a lot. This thing's called a Triforce piece. If you pick it up, the counter in the top right of the screen will increment by 1. We got another Triforce piece. See, the 1 became a 2. We only need 18 more to win the seed. Alright, this part's a little slow, so I'm going to speed it up. That enemy does 4 hearts of damage in another game, I've been told. Alright, so now we're in the town. Here, what we want to do is we want to go open some chests and see if we can get some items. You have to push these blocks to get to the treasure chests. There's a Triforce piece. That makes 3 Triforce pieces that we've got. So we only need 17 more Triforce pieces to win the seed. We're making pretty good time right now, actually. Wow, 4 Triforce pieces. That means we only need 16 more Triforce pieces to win the game. If you buy from this guy, but he doesn't give you a good item, I find a good trick is to just not buy the item. I got a green potion, that's a really great item, because now it means we can go over to this guy here. On his deathbed, he gives you some bombs. I find turning on Quick Swap is really better for optimized runs. Can really quickly get in here and get items like ether. Sorry, my tracker was a little bit behind. It's my first time. We got 10 arrows. You can use arrows to shoot the enemy if you have an item called oh, I just had it. The bow. Anyway, I find a great trick if you need money is to come back into this room, because it respawns every time. 30 rupees is a lot of rupees. Oh, they didn't respawn. Wow. I guess they patched that. Anyway, we got 5 Triforce pieces, so... I think that means we only need 15 Triforce pieces. There's a shop over here. It sells bombs. You can buy the bombs for 50 rupees and it'll increment your bomb counter by 10. Unless you have more than 0 bombs and have a maximum capacity of only 10 bombs, then it'll increment it by slightly less, but I find it's a pretty good way to get bombs, is to buy them. Alright, this part's a little hard, so I'm gonna go back to regular speed here. I find to beat this one, you want to pick up the bushes and throw them, and then nobody really knows this, but you can just jump down right there, and you know, you get another Triforce piece. Okay, so we're gonna save quick because it's faster. Okay, so now we have to go find more Triforce pieces, because we've only got 6, which means we need 14 Triforce pieces to beat the seed. Yeah, and this part's a little slow, so I'm gonna speed it up. You come in here, most people don't know this, but you can like push blocks and get that treasure. I don't know, and I know a lot of people had trouble with that when I was a kid, so... Pull on this one, releases the water. But when you come outside, you get 5 rupees. It's pretty cool, actually. It's really, really cool of Nintendo of America to put that there when the game came out. Alright, this part's a little hard, so I gotta slow down. These enemies are called tribbles. And you gotta shoot them with your hookshot. They usually die in 1 hit, but sometimes they don't. Usually they don't die in 1 hit if you miss them, but... This is called the blue tunic. It gives us a slightly different color, but we're a key, so we don't need it. I forgot to mark my bottle. I'm sorry, everybody. That's a heart container. We've gotten those before, but I forgot to bring it up, but it increases your maximum heart capacity. When you've got hearts in the game, you can kind of think about it as like life values. And when your life value reaches 0, that's it for you. You don't come back. So you want to make sure that doesn't happen to you. Anyway, this part's a little slow, so I'm gonna speed it up a bit. These guys are bad enemies. Don't trust them. They're a little hard to dodge the first couple times you fight them, but... Anyway, we got money. We have 744 rupees, which is a lot of rupees. Actually, it would be pretty funny if somebody made a Legend of Zelda fan game that had to do with the number 744. That would be, I don't know, that'd be pretty amusing, I feel like. Anyway, if we come up here, there's an old man who will tell us how to find a green stick. It's in a place called Dark Palace, but you guys don't know what that is yet because you're new to the game, and I'm helping you out here. Anyway, if you bomb this wall that looks like it's kind of cracked, it turns out it's a bombable wall. And there's 300 rupees over here. And 20 rupees. And heart pieces as well. Anyway, I'm not really sure what to do next, so I guess we'll come to the Eastern Palace. I think the Moon Pearl is in here. I don't know, it's been a while since I've played this game. This is probably going to be hard, so we're going to go back to normal speed here. I'm losing time, but it's a little safer, and I kind of want to manipulate the RNG to make sure that they drop those bombs. It's a frame-perfect trick. Anyway, this part's kind of slow, so I'm going to speed it up. You can go even faster than that, but... Oh, there we go. Yeah, it was the Moon Pearl. Okay. The Moon Pearl lets us look at the sun. Boy, we haven't gotten any Triforce pieces in a while. Well, we can get some heart containers. They increase your health, which if you think of your health like if you think of it like life value, it's kind of like you have a value on your life. Some people tend to think of it that way, but personally I also like thinking of it that way. So that's the Book of Medora. That's the second dungeon item. Forgot to mention that. Actually, I don't think there's anything else we should be doing here currently. We don't have a, we don't have a, So now I think we should go to, Okay, so we made it to the desert. A lot of dangerous enemies here. We have to be careful. But if we come into this cave, there's a bombable wall. I know it's kind of hard to see down there, but you can actually bomb this wall. And there's a treasure chest inside, but, you know, it's just got a heart container that heals you. I don't know. You know, we probably don't need that because I've been practicing a lot, so I don't think we're going to die anytime soon. Anyway, we want to come to the Desert Palace because it has the Ocarina item. And if most people don't know this, but there's actually a dungeon here. And if you use the book, these little face cams rotate around and they let you into the temple. So here's the Desert Temple. I think this might have been in the first release of the game, but nobody found it, so they had to make it easier to access. You know, not many people in 1991 had an internet, so it was kind of hard. Anyway, here the dungeon item is the heart container, but if you remember, there was actually another dungeon item outside the temple called the Ocarina. It's actually a pretty cool item. I think they might have had some inspiration for The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. Anyway, I think we're done with that for now. So why don't we go back to Kokiri Town in the north. You know, Kokiri is where the Hylians live. And we're going to go over here, and this part's a little slow, so I'm going to speed it up. Now if you play the Ocarina here, it sounds pretty bad, but that's just because it's sped up, and you get a bird companion who will let you go to the mountain. And you want to go to the mountain, but this part's a little hard, so I'm going to slow it down right now. These rock enemies are very fair and balanced. I've seen them in a lot of fan games, too. I think other people complain about them, but I have no idea why. You know, they only take one heart from each hit, and they can hit you at any random time, so I mean, it's kind of your fault if you get hit, but... Anyway, here's something kind of funny. Now, you might have known here, I'm going to... I know this is going to eat some time out of my run, and I might lose world record here, but you might notice we're at the bottom right of the mountain land. And when I enter the cave, now remember, we were at the bottom right of the mountain land. So I think it's actually pretty funny what happens here. Anyway, here's the glove. It lets you lift things. It's so bad. I don't know why anybody would like it. If we come over here, though, I think we're going to... I'm having trouble with this enemy. I find it's easy to throw a bomb over this brick here, and you can get some more potions and some 20s. You know, there's a shovel where you can dig. You can get more gloves. I mean, this cave really just has everything. It's a pretty lucky cave, actually. I can't believe they just left that in. It's a little broken to the player. Alright, so we're gonna come out of this door. And this part's a little slow, so I'm gonna speed it up. Okay, now I bet you didn't notice that we actually came all the way up here from just one staircase. I just don't understand. That's really cool, though, that they did that. Okay, so what I like to do here is I like to first decide if I go inside to get the item. Because sometimes the item in here is bad and you don't want it, but it uses up a lot of time if you get it. So, see, in this case, a piece of heart's pretty good, but I could probably go without getting that item, so I decide that I won't get it. Okay. So instead, we're gonna play the ocarina and come down here. Now, I need to switch to the shovel for this next part. It's really important that I do that. Oh my goodness, I'm getting injured. Anyway, the boots are down here, so we really want those. See, now we have the ability to go even faster. And this will just break open the game. So we're going to come up here. And we're going to go to a different world that's in this game. And it looks kind of darker than the normal world that you play in this game. I really feel like they should have given it a name. I'm not sure what you would call it, but anyway, we have to go obtain more Triforce pieces because you might remember that this was supposed to be a Triforce hunt, and unfortunately, there's just not been many Triforce pieces. Okay, so now that we've gotten that, we're going to pick up this rock, and in this mysterious world, it's not a rock, it's a cave, and you can get things like the bug net and a Triforce piece, so that means there's only 13 more pieces to go, and there's a shield in here and stuff too. So yeah, we got some items like that in here. That was kind of nifty. Sorry, I pronounced that word weird. Okay, so now what we want to do is we're going to save quit, and we're going to go back to the Kokiri town where the Hylians live. And this part's a little slow, so I'm gonna speed it up. And actually, if you go into this rock, you can access this world here. And this is also another world that's in The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past. Kinda wish they gave it a name. And wow, we got that on the first try. I've never felt more joyed in my entire life than right now. Okay, so there's some arrows that'll help us with when we get the bow. Okay, that's the hammer item. It lets you get a sword later on, but we have to wait for that. Anyway, if we're gonna need to get another Triforce piece here, so let's go save this innocent frog. This frog kind of reminds me of my friend Evan, actually. Anyway, this part's a little slow, so I'm gonna speed it up. Okay, so you do that and get a Triforce piece like I promised. Okay, so now what we need to do is we're gonna play the ocarina here, and you pick number 6, and you can go to a 4th world in the game, and there's a hidden area over here where you can get more treasure pieces and 100 money. Okay, so now that you've seen that, we should go back to Kokiri Town, where the Hylians live. Oh, we hit that. That's gonna cost me a lot of time, but maybe you guys will play better than I did, and you can improve your time. Okay. So this is my least favorite dungeon in the game. It's called Woodsy Owl. If you come in here, there's enemies. And they bounce you all around. It's just... And actually, this is a pretty difficult segment, so I think I'm going to go back to normal speed here. You know, they always say that discretion is the better part of valor. And in here, there's a Triforce piece. That means we're halfway done. That means there's halfway to go. That's the compass. In Skyward Sword, they finally realized they should just take it out of the Zelda games. Skyward Sword is a game that came out for the Nintendo Wii. Anyway, that's a small key that you just saw me pick up. It's a newer item in the Legend of Zelda franchise, but it lets you open a door. But then, get this, the key disappears. I know, it's the silliest thing. Anyway, this part's a little slow, so I'm gonna go on to the next dungeon. Okay, if you pull on that, you can get into the dungeon called the Sea of Thieves. And you can get a small key from that chest. See, now that I'm in a more part of the game that I know better. So I'm gonna go a little fast here. But there's treasure that you can get in this dungeon. Like this bow. I'm not sure what we would use it for, but there's a map. That's pretty nice. I guess I'll mark the bow. Okay. I don't feel like being in this dungeon anymore. Let's leave the dungeon for now. We'll come back to it. Oh no. I just realized I've been streaming this whole time and I haven't been talking or engaging with my chat. Good evening, chat. Welcome to all the gamers. Hello, Master Magic. Yes, I do love Pokemon Unite. It's a great game for the Nintendo Switch. I think it just recently came out. Good afternoon, JTP 382016. Welcome to my stream. That's another Triforce piece. See, now that I think you're getting the hang of the game, I don't feel the need to commentate or document anything I'm doing anymore. I think you can understand it yourself. You're all smart children. So that's the silver bow. I don't know what you would use it for, but I guess we'll pick it up. Okay, so next we're supposed to go to the library for a Triforce piece. I guess, I could have gotten this Triforce piece. Alright, we're going to come in here and hopefully find the fire rod. Okay, we didn't find it. But I bet it's in here. I have a sixth sense about these kinds of things. Oh no, I wasted an arrow. Okay. Oh, we did find the fire rod. That's good news. I was beginning to think it wasn't in here. Anyway, we're going to leave this place now. And actually, I do want to go back to that nice dungeon. See, I saved a little bit of extra time there by speeding up the warp. Most people don't know how to do that. Okay, now we're back in, Sea of Thieves. I don't know if there will be any Triforce pieces in here, but I'm certainly hoping there's at least one. We need more Triforce pieces. Okay, we found a Triforce piece. It's okay. Okay, I don't want to be in here anymore. That's right, JTP 382016. Oh no, I accidentally fell in the pit there. What a blunder. Gosh.
You better practice if you want to beat me.
Okay, now we're in the water temple. Here we get some items. There's a key in that pot. We need to come this way to get the big key, though. Hey, that's like my character, the big key. I wonder if they knew about that in Ocarina of Time. Oh my gosh. It's so hard to hit that enemy when he's moving. If only they made the enemies not move, it would be easier to hit them. Anyway, this part's a little hard, so I'm gonna slow it down. Oh.